Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my potential transfer plans for Game Week 36 and also how I'm currently getting on in double Game Week 35. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment what are your plans for the next game week, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, I'm on another green arrow up to 455th in the world. It's a very bittersweet game week for me because even though we're on a green arrow, I feel like I've been incredibly unlucky. I did take a hit this week, but we'll go over the team momentarily. But we are on 59 points, technically 55 because I did take a hit. A game week rank of 1,051,000 up to an overall rank of 455 in the world. My overall points are now 2,312. But either way, in goal, we do have Petrovic, who got 2 points. Still have Spurs at home to play, though. That game, I feel like, is going to be an absolute goal fest because neither Chelsea or Spurs can defend at all. So I feel like we've got some attackers from those teams. Hopefully you're licking your lips at the prospect of them actually getting you quite a few goals. I know a lot of people have captained Son, a lot of people have captained Palmer, so hopefully it's a goal fest for both of those attackers. My defence this week, as I say, it's been a very, very bitter sweet week this week because I've been so unlucky with just what's happened in general. Like I played my wild card in Game Week 30 and I've had an injury, at least one injury, every single week up until now. And then this week, it just blew up and I just got like a ton of injuries. So, yeah, obviously Van Heck, I brought him in on my Game Week 30 wild card, expecting to play him for double Game Week 37. And I understand that, you know, that's quite a distance between Game Week 30 and 37, so obviously a lot of things can happen in that time. But he did just pull up with an injury. I think it's like a muscle injury or something like that. So he wasn't even in the squad against the Bournemouth in that Bournemouth fixture. It doesn't matter even if he was because I don't think he would have only got 1 point anyway. So it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it still would have helped a little bit. But it's just the fact that now I have another injury for double Game Week 37 where the bench boost I think is just not going to do well at all now. I've just got too many injuries. I'm going to have to take so many hits. And none of the doubles from like a defensive standpoint are even that good, barring maybe Spurs who've got like Burnley, but then they've got City as well. So either way, yeah, Van Heck injury, so waiting for some information on that. Gvardiol, though, an absolute hero. When we got the early team news for City on, I think it was yesterday, dude, I was not happy. Like, Foden, ill. Haaland, benched. And then nothing had leaked about Gvardiol, so I was like, you know what, it's probably going to be a hat-trick. All my City players are just going to be benched or not playing. But no, Gvardiol did play and scored a header, got max bonus, got the clean sheet. That 15-pointer has really saved my game week. And, you know, I'm still on a green arrow, a very small green arrow, but that man is an absolute legend. He's gotten me a 12-point haul. He's gotten me a 15-point haul. I absolutely love this man because every other defender has gone terribly wrong. But either way, 15 points. Some people will say it's like lucky as well. I don't necessarily think it was. Like, obviously his attacking threat hasn't been there because he didn't really score in like his first like 30 games or something like that. But now he's got like 3 and 4 or whatever. And I understand that that kind of sounds lucky, but on paper, you know, just from like the stats and stuff, he was likely to start these games and stuff, and that's why I went for him. You know, if you went Edison instead, obviously that's very unlucky because he looked like he's going to be out for the season now. But I don't think every single pick can be based like just completely on luck. I think sometimes you just have to give yourself a pat on the back. And with Gvardiol, he's got 2 double-digit hauls in the last like 3 or 4 game weeks, and you know, I'm just going to pat myself on the back and say that was a really good transfer. It wasn't super lucky. I mean, it's 50% luck, but you know what I mean. And then Shaw has been a really unfortunate transfer this week. So my original transfer was, I can't remember who I even got rid of. It was some sort of defender. But either way, it was Bradley, I think. I got rid of Bradley, and it was either between Dan Burn or Sean. You know, I was like, you know what? Shaw has better attacking numbers, has more shots. I know Dan Burn is more of an aerial threat on set pieces and stuff just because his colossal height. But I thought, you know, I'm going to go for a little bit different. I'm going to go Shaw instead of Dan Burn. Pulls a hamstring injury. Could not believe it. So my transfer this week from Bradley to Shaw just hasn't gone well. I should have just gone Dan Burn. He was cheaper. Obviously, it wasn't to know. Hopefully, it's not too bad because it is a small hamstring injury, but he did play the rest of that first half. So the fact that he could still play that, he wasn't running like properly, but obviously he had a smaller hamstring injury. So fingers crossed he's fine for Burnley. But the fact that he could still run on it, and to be fair, Howe's comments have been really positive about it as well. So fingers crossed we get something from that. But yeah, that's been the defense this week. So like I say, a tale of two halves, really. I mean, Gvardiol's saving the game week, but every other defender I own is currently injured. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, really, really unlucky in that kind of idea. And then in midfield, obviously, Son picking up the 7 points, that penalty in the last few minutes. Foden being out ill, I think is also super, super unlucky. And this is why it's a bittersweet game week, because a lot of people benched Haaland, but are now getting Haaland off the bench because of that Foden illness. So I know he only got 5 points, but it is a little bit annoying. Like, I played Haaland, but no, he's coming off the bench for all these people, and yeah, obviously getting him all those points. I mean, Foden could have done really well in that Forest game. Maybe he would have, but it's just a little bit annoying that everyone benched him and now everyone's getting his points regardless. And then Palmer, who is my captain, picking up the 2 points, so hopefully can get something against Spurs. I hope he goes big against Spurs, because obviously I don't own any Spurs defenders, and a lot of people own Porro and stuff like that. Romero, Van de Ven. So yeah, if Palmer could go big, then that would be great. My other transfer this week with my -4 hit was Salah to Gordon. Now, I was going to just do Bradley to Shaw or Dan Burn this week. That was just my transfer that I'd planned. And I was just going to play Salah this week. But then we got early team news that Salah was indeed benched. And I was like, you know what? I'm probably not going to need him for the remainder of the season. He's got a lot of money tied up in him. I can just sell him. And then with that money, I can properly just sort out the rest of my team. So it was really between Gordon or Fernandes. And I have said this multiple times all week. I've said that Gordon at home is a different prospect. I would definitely have him on wildcard. Like 95% of his returns this season have come at home. Get this guy. He's going to be really good. Not that Bruno Fernandes is not a good pick. I feel like Bruno Fernandes owners were really unlucky this week because he got 2 bonus points without any returns because he created that many chances, that many big chances. So I feel like, yeah, if you were a Bruno Fernandes owner this week, you were incredibly unlucky. And either one of them could have been a good option. But I just thought Gordon's stats have been so, so good at home. I'm just going to go with him. And yeah, he picks up 10 points. So I was really, really happy about that. And then up top, we had Solanke, who picked up 2 points. Isak, who picked up 13 points. These guys at home are the duo of... The duo of heaven. They're so, so good together. And then Haaland picking up the 5 points as well. On the bench, we have Onana, who picked up 4 points. So hopefully Petrovic can, I guess, match it. To be fair, I actually hope that Chelsea keep a clean sheet because Son around my rank, I think, is like 101% effective ownership. So I do actually need a Chelsea clean sheet and I need Palmer to go big. But yeah, Onana picking up 4 points. Garnacho picking up 2 points, who will be coming off my bench for Foden. So like, I've only had 9 players technically that are going to be playing this week, which is a little bit, like I say, unlucky. But yeah, Garnacho will come off the bench. And for Foden, only 2 points. Would have liked if he'd got something in that Burnley game now, but it is what it is. Udogie obviously isn't playing. He's out for the remainder of the season. I really hope that Gusto is back. I feel like I could still technically field 11 players this week. We have Gusto, who's obviously picked up this knee injury, but he was in training last week. So I think there's a chance maybe he comes and like, even if he just comes on for a minute, you know, that's fine. You know, it's a point that I wouldn't have otherwise. So I'm really hoping that Gusto is back. And again, if I'm playing double Chelsea defense, then yeah, fingers crossed they do keep a clean sheet. But yeah, Van Heck's obviously out, so Gusto coming on would be absolutely ideal. But either way, 2 points off the bench. I'm on 57 right now, yeah, because obviously the Garnacho points. So 57 points after the -4 hit. So that's how I'm currently getting on for double game week 35. As I say, I still have Palmer, Petrovic, and Son to play, but I need Son to blank, Chelsea to go big, and Chelsea just to win like 4-0. It is at Chelsea, so fingers crossed they do. But either way, that is my double game week 35 team selection. Moving on to game week 36 transfers, though. This is the situation that we currently have. So there's a lot of flags at the back line. It's just so annoying to look at it because I feel like I prepped so well. Like the Udogie injury was super annoying. The Gusto injuries have been really annoying. Van Heck, I feel like, has been really, really unfortunate. And then the Shaw one hurts the most because I literally just brought him in for 45 minutes and did nothing. So that's really, really unfortunate. But either way, I've got 6.4 mil in the bank. I'm probably going to have to take another hit this week. Or maybe not this. I probably won't take the hit. Then again, I might have to take the hit this week because I just don't have any defenders. If all 4 of my defenders are out, I'm going to have to take a hit just to field 11 players this week. And it is really, really unfortunate. But Udogie obviously has to go this week because he's out for the remainder of the season. So that's fine. I'm going to be bringing in Porro in game week 37. I'd bring him in this week, but they've got Liverpool away, so it makes absolutely no sense. I'd like to bring in an Arsenal defender, really, for the Bournemouth at home fixture and then the Everton at home fixture in 36 and 38. It's just... I think I'm just going to attack the doubles now. That's been my game plan for as long as I can remember, so I think I'm just going to go for that. So in regards to who, like, to bring in this week, who's got a nice fixture this week, and then a double in 37, I generally don't even know. I've already got triple Chelsea. I've already got triple Newcastle. I mean, one transfer might just have to be Shaw. Like, if Shaw's definitely out for... Like, if he's back for 37, then obviously I'm not going to get rid of him. If he misses 36, then it would just be what it is. Like, I've got so much money to play around with, it doesn't really matter which defender I can bring in. Like, I can bring I can take Van Heck out and bring someone else instead if he's out for 37 as well. But I don't want to be taking players out that double in 37 when I already have Solanke that I also need to get rid of for 37. And I'd also like to bring in Bruno Fernandes, but I think it's just going to cost way too many points. And I've already got Garnacho, so Udogi's definitely coming out of my squad this week, 100%. And it's going to have to be a 3-5-2 that I play this week because I don't really want to play Solanke, who's got Arsenal away. And, yeah, Garnacho's got Crystal Palace away, so it's not too bad. And I have to hope that Gvardiol plays as well. Gvardiol's obviously been playing really, really well. There's no midweek fixtures until they play Spurs. So I'm hoping that Gvardiol plays. He's in really, really good form. He keeps scoring, so I don't know why he wouldn't play. He's also been playing really, really well defensively. It's not that he has just been scoring and stuff. But so, yeah, Gvardiol, who's got Wolves at home, would be absolutely ideal. So yeah, Udogi has to go. In a perfect world, I'd bring in another City defender this week, but obviously that I can't because I've already got 3 City assets. So I generally don't know who to bring in. Like, it'd be great to bring in a Everton defender because they've got Luton away and then Sheffield United at home. But I mean, they already are up, so I don't think they really need to play as, you know, they don't have to go for it as much as possible. But it's difficult to think of a double game week 37 player to bring in that plays this week. Like I say, in an ideal world, Shaw's fine. If he's not, if it turns out Shaw's out for like the rest of the season, then obviously one of my transfers this week will just be Dan Burn. I'll just have to take another hit, and it's just going to be really, really unfortunate because it's just like, what else can you do? It's just one of those things. Like, if Gusto's out, then maybe I start thinking about a different Chelsea defender to bring in, but they've got such good fixtures that I just don't really want to get rid of him. And like I say, Brighton's fixtures, just Chelsea at home and also Newcastle away, it's not great. So I don't really want it. And also, I've like tripled up on Newcastle as well. The Brighton one's just, it was just there for an extra double game week play. I don't expect anything from them really. So it is what it is. It's just mainly for the bench boost. And nobody else really comes to mind. Like, obviously one player that I can bring in is like another United defender, but they don't really have the greatest double in terms of defense. Plus, if I do that, I don't really know who I'd get rid of Solanke for. Like, it'd be probably Højlund. Like, I can't bring in Nicholas Jackson because I already have triple Chelsea. And there's not really any other big double game week player that I'd want to bring in. Like, Werner might have been an option, but he went off injured yesterday. So, yeah, maybe João Pedro. But again, even that's a little bit risky because of his minutes and stuff. So I think the only player I was really going to bring in was Højlund. But then he came off on like the 60-something minute as well yesterday. So I don't really know what's going on. With that, so we'll have to wait and see. Maybe I just go for a massive punt on the double game week 37 player and like maybe just not even bring a doubler and just bring in somebody that could just do really, really well. But yeah, in terms of defenders, like I say, it'll be Shaw out for Dan Burn if he's definitely out, just because, you know, Burnley away is a nice fixture, plus they've got a double and it'll be nice to have someone that's definitely playing. And then for, like I say, Udogi, I generally don't know. Like, perfect outcome would be Shaw to be fine. In a perfect world, Gusto's back, Shaw's back, and then I can just play Gvardiol, Shaw, and Gusto, and then I can actually just roll a transfer, which, from this team, it doesn't look like I'd be in any position to roll, but if these two are back, which, again, I'm hoping Gusto is back soon because he was pictured in training. I think they might have just left him out of the Villa game just for a precautionary thing. And then if Shaw's back, then, like I say, Gvardiol, Shaw, and Gusto. If Gusto's back and Shaw's not, then I just bring in Dan Burn. That'd be my transfer. But going into double game week 37 with 2 free transfers would be absolutely massive. Because then I can actually, you know, get rid of Solanke for somebody. Obviously, I'd be getting rid of Porro for game week 37, get rid of Solanke for someone. I may even take a hit to bring in Bruno instead of Garnacho, just because he's a 90-minute man on penalties and stuff like that. I think maybe Garnacho to Bruno would be probably worth the hit. But either way, that's just kind of like my opinion on that. But I gotta wait for this news anyway. But in a perfect world, I roll. In a not perfect world where no one's back, then yeah, probably Dan Burn. I don't even know what. There's just no defenders that are jumping out at me, really, that I want to bring in. But that's the kind of situation I'm in right now. Obviously, we've still got we've still got Chelsea and Spurs to play for game week 35. Like I say, I'm currently on a green arrow, but I think my live rank is 455, but I think my actual rank is like 49 something. But obviously, that's post subs and stuff. But obviously, I've still got a few players left to play. But as of right now, my live rank is 455. But yeah. That's everything from me. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. What are your plans for Game Week 36? Also, how are you doing in double Game Week 35? But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, peace.